Catherine, how are you doing today?
I'm
Nice to
great,
see you. How are
thanks,
you?
Mohammed. It's lovely to see you again.
How are you keeping? Good?
Great, thanks,
Grand.
Emil. And can I introduce Lily to you?
Hi Lily, Mohammed.
Hi.
Welcome to the Laundry Salon. So what's on the list today, like?
Listen, I'm under pressure today. I'm making a
Right.
very special recipe for Lily. It's called a Sarma, and it's a traditional dish from Croatia. Hi, Neo. How are you today?
Anything else?
No, we're grand. I think we have everything. We practically have your shop there. Thanks, Neo. See you again. You too. Bye-bye.
Hi Marty and Lee, wishing you the best of luck in Adelaide. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Londis, proud sponsors of Taste Like Home.
When you're living abroad, there's always something that reminds you of home. A piece of music, a smell, a familiar voice, a special meal. Taste Like Home is all about learning these family recipes and helping your loved ones recreate them wherever they are.
Every week on Taste Like Home, I travel to places in Ireland to discover a family recipe. But this time it's a little different. I received this message from Lily and Dalibor.
Hey Catherine, we are from Croatia.
The dish from home we really miss is Sarma, and we love you if you can visit them and learn how to make this dish for us here. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Lily's brother Pippi and her sister-in-law Jelka live in Osijek, a beautiful city in eastern Croatia. Before we meet up and I learn all about Sarma, I've time to look around. I'm meeting guide Mislav and we're going to kick things off with the Croatian delicacy, river fish, on a fabulous restaurant ship Gallia with host Daniel.
Osijek is on the river, so it's only natural that we start with a fish dish.
For start, I would recommend you to try our fish pate. It's very good when it's cold. It must be cold and
So what else is in it other than fish?
I think it's red paprika also, right? Which we put in all of our traditional dishes.
Oh, right.
paprika is going in every meal. We have separated paprika.
Yes.
That's hot, that's medium,
Yes.
that's a sweet paprika. And
But-
then you mix and try to get how spicy you want.
When we are kids, we're kind of used to having more spicy paprika and more spicy dishes. But if you're a tourist, they immediately serve you the not spicy. But sometimes even that kind is a bit too spicy for our tourists.
Yes.
I've got the tourist version here,
Yeah,
the
that's
not
the tourist
spicy
version. Yeah.
It's really delicious. Tell me a little bit about this dish.
It's a river fish bream.
Bream, yeah.
That's first it was smoked and then it's marinated. It's very tasty with
Horseradish.
horseradish.
It's really delicious.
And
Thank you.
this is also one of my favorites. I really love fish. And the moment I discovered a couple of years ago that they started offering this marinated version, they got me hooked. So.
Literally.
Gallia is a unique place to dine out, and you can enjoy a wide variety of local dishes while floating on the River Drava. Next up, a fish called pike perch, which is apparently the best fish you can catch in the river.
And you see it on this side, it has these colors which make it look like, and the shape of the head makes it look like a pike, but it's actually a perch, so pike perch.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it. And you're doing a marvellous job, Daniel.
This is the best part of the pike.
Oh, the cheeks.
Okay, well, let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay, cheek first.
Yes.
Yep.
The best part first.
It's like a beef steak from fish.
We finished up with a very traditional Croatian dessert, and this is apparently a portion for one.
Sweetest comes on the end.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness. Daniel, earlier you said the food was to share. Is this for one person or for sharing?
It's not for sharing.
We don't share sweets. And salad.
Salad and sweets don't get shared. Okay, I get it.
So this is our familiar Osiječka cream pie.
Cream pie.
Cream pie from Osijek.
Cream pie passions run deep in Osijek, and Daniel and Mislav each have their favourite.
When I was a kid, there was this patisserie, Mr. Ambrosch's patisserie.
I'm not agreeing with that, Mislav, here. I've got one better from my childhood.
Yes,
The Kurza.
understood.
Well, yeah, that's my second favorite.
The Battle of the Grand
Battle
Pitta
of the-
has started. Okay.
And I'm still visiting them 48 years.
See how
48 years later, you're still
Like,
going to the
seriously, we seriously take our cream pies.
For our next stop, we're travelling 10 minutes outside the city to a restaurant called Didon Konak, or Grandfather's Dream.
Oh my goodness, there's such a lovely feel here. I mean, it just feels so rustic and so different from the city. And look at them with the open fire,
Yeah.
cooking over the fire.
And we are actually visiting one of my other friends, Victor.
Hello, Victor. Catherine. What's this called, Victor?
Fish paprikas.
Fish paprikas.
Yes,
I think, did I see that cooking on the fire earlier?
you did.
Yes, yes. Kuha se na otvorenoj vatri.
We cook it in open fire.
Always.
Uvijek.
Oh, yeah. Always, yes.
Apparently, fish paprikash should not be tasted without some protection.
That even if you do get a drop of the red soup, if you cannot take it out when you wash it,
Yes.
it means that the paprika was the best quality.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You can just try the soup and the noodles.
it smells so good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ja ću staviti glavu da se vidi da je bilo.
Može, yes, yes.
Oh, it's the hot paprika.
Oh, we forgot to say that you were tourists.
You forgot to say I was a tourist.
Yes.
Prilagodili smo našim gostima. Inače, da je za nas u Baranji,
Yeah.
onda bi bilo ovo duplo
Because
i
in Baranja, Victor says that here this is a tourist
Yeah.
version.
Oh, this
They
is the
would-
tourist version.
In
Oh.
Baranja, they would have it even spicier.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Victor. It's delicious. Really delicious.
Sljedeće, znači, perkat od soma.
This is the catfish perkelt.
And it's over something that looks very particular. There's sour cream and...
These are noodles just like the ones we had earlier,
Yes.
but in them you have cream cheese and we have grilled bacon just to add some taste to the fish.
Dobar tek.
Oh, this is very nice.
U stimana samo
The spiciness should kick in a bit later.
Oh. Victor, I can officially tell you the paprika has kicked in.
Paprika je udarila.
It's a delayed response.
The consummate host, Victor, had also laid on a tempting array of local sweet treats.
Okay, now I'm going for that, and then I'll have that,
Yes.
and then I'll... Yeah?
Yeah.
After that amazing feast, we caught the free chain ferry back to the city. I'm going to catch up with Mislav again later, but now it's time to meet Lily's sister-in-law, Jelka.
Hi, Jelka, how are
Catherine,
you?
very nice. Thank
lovely
you.
to
How are
see
you?
Great,
Lovely
thank
to
you.
sit.
Lily sent me a message and told me all about this beautiful location.
We Slavonians are very attached to our river.
And tell me a bit about Lily. She left for Dublin how long ago?
She left for Dublin 5 years ago. She loves Dublin, but she always come to our house for Christmas holidays.
Oh, it's a nice
here.
time to come home as well, isn't it?
And that's why we decided to make dish that we making today, because it's our custom to eat that specific dish during Christmas holidays.
So you miss Lily?
Yes, we missed her a lot because her brother, my husband, and they have very strong bonds. She's like my sister too, but life is life.
Osijek is a beautiful medieval city, and for our first stop, we're meeting up again with my old friend Mislav.
Hi,
Good
hi,
to see you
Catherine.
again.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Hi, Miss Lam.
Jelka.
What a lovely spot.
Yeah, well, this is one of my favorite places in Osijek. This is the Old Town main square. A lot of things go on here. Like we have the antiques market every first Saturday of the month. But I must say that one of my favorite stuff to do here in the Old Town is to visit one of the many pubs. But we actually have a St. Patrick's pub here.
Really?
Yeah.
An Irish pub.
An Irish pub.
Fancy that now.
Irish pub with Croatian beer.
Okay, that's a fair trade. Yeah, we'll go with that.
This is one of the two churches that we have in the Old Town. This is St. Michael's Church, and it's actually my favorite because of the bright yellow towers. They dominate the Old Town. The church is actually very important to us in Osijek because on the 29th of September 1687 that Osijek was liberated from the Ottomans. So for more than 300 years, every Friday at 11 o'clock, because that was the exact time the city was liberated, church bells in all of the city ring their bells to remind us of that event. So you might have not realized this when we were standing in the main square of the old town, but we are actually in a fortified old town. This view of the city walls is the first thing that tourists who come to us by cruise ships, this is the first thing they see. And Osijek actually got the largest and the most impressive fortified town in Central Europe.
Mislav, thank you so much for showing us around the old town. It was lovely, wasn't it? See you later,
Bye.
Mislav.
Thanks,
See you
bye.
later.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, let's go.
After the break, Željka and I get to taste some fantastic Croatian wines and visit a reconstructed river mill. And she finally shows me the secrets of Sarma.
Hi Lisa, Darren, Jared. Miss you loads. Wish we could see. Love to your joint family.
Londis, proud sponsors of Taste Like Home.
Why is it on certain nights in certain Londis stores we stock more fake tan, deodorant and tissues?
Lash it on, Katie, come on!
Ethan, I assume.
What's up, Mr. Murphy? Good if I call you Frank, yeah?
It's Brian, actually.
I could gobble you up.
Because those nights are school disco nights.
Hi, you look massive.
So do you. You look beautiful. The image of me at that age, isn't she? Isn't she? Yeah.
At Londis, we know what locals want because we're local, like you. Why is it on certain Saturdays in certain Londis stores we stock more coffee, gossip mags and oranges?
Oh, your man off the thing got a tapeworm.
Oh, that was awful.
Lost a load of weight.
He looks great.
Yeah. Finally.
Because supporting your little superstars isn't always super.
I know, I saw everything. Have an orange. Into the car. Hey, Dave.
It's crack, Sheila.
You looking dirty? From the mud?
At Londis, we know what locals want because we're local, like you.
To our family and friends in South Africa, we miss you, love you, and we hope to see you soon.
Londis, proud sponsors of Taste Like Home.
This week, Taste Like Home has brought me to Osijek in Croatia, and I'm going to learn to cook the traditional dish sarma. But first, some wine.
Wow. So these are all Croatian wines.
This is just wines from Slavonia and Baranja.
There was a huge array of Slavonian wines to choose from. Wine expert Demir started us with a Grazaminer, a delicious semi-dry white.
Sweet. Sweet but fresh.
No, that is semi-dry, but alcohol is some higher, and because that this wine is sweet.
And is there a long history of wine tasting in the area?
We know that is from 3rd century. Romish Empire was here. Marcus Aurelius Probus and plant grape
First vineyard.
First vineyard in this part of Romish Empire.
Okay, so that is definitely a long history. So your wines are
well known.
Very well known.
Yes.
Is here. That is percent of alcohol.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Just
is for
this one.
That is only for us, not for they.
My goodness,
Like a beer.
Like a good Irish beer.
Yeah. Like a good Irish beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow. Oh, that's delicious.
I could have spent a very pleasant afternoon with Željka, tasting even more of the wines on display. But she wanted to show me this amazing reconstructed river mill, where even today, local people can bring their grains to be ground into flour.
Nice to meet you. Dying to see this.
Yeah, we are going to take a little tour just to show you around.
How does it all work? Is this corn here you have?
Yeah, we are currently grinding corn.
Yes.
Just to show you. So
the river naturally turns the wheel around.
Cereals go between two stones.
Yeah.
They get grounded and they fall here.
It's very fine, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, because this is maybe third time being put in the mill, so everything that goes inside needs to go at least 3 times through the stones.
Okay, so you put your corn in. Oh, you can see it come out, but it is not as fine as the mill over there. But then it's gone through there 3 times.
Yeah, and you can see that the lower stone is actually static.
Yes.
Just as there, but you can see it there. So it's a good representation of what the mill does.
Yeah. And people would do this in their homes, I suppose?
Yes.
Yeah.
6 hours more and we will have our bread.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think double that, maybe 12 hours at the speed I'm going.
At this speed.
Did I say I like my bread very coarse? Did I tell you that? I'm not fussy.
Here is the wheel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I was thinking something maybe not even half the size.
Well, actually, this is half of the size. This is just 6 meters. The old watermill used to have 11 meters. They weren't working all the time because you never know is river going to be strong enough, because sometimes the wheel doesn't even spin because water is not just strong enough, and sometimes you just can't stop it. When the water was good, they will work like for a week or 2 or 3.
This is a really big idea of your family and your father and mum to reinvent this, to bring this back and rebuild this piece of history.
So now you saw how the flour is made, but you must taste our bread that's made from this flour.
Is it from what I milled?
No, not this time. But
Yes.
So this is the bread.
Yeah. Cornbread.
Cornbread, yeah. What's this?
It's our butter from porks.
yeah,
Your butter from porks.
that's the best way to say it.
Nutella.
So you can put pepper or salt if you want.
It smells, the bread smells so good.
And it's very warm.
Oh, did you make this, Bubba?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Delicious.
Before we can start to cook, there's just time to pick up the last few ingredients from the vast choice available at the Osijek Green Market.
Pravit ćemo sarmu našim gostima iz Irske. Da.
Okay, so this is smoked bacon?
Yes, this
Yeah.
smoked bacon. We will buy some smoked ribs too.
Oh, yes, okay.
Smoked ribs and few of those smoked bones, just a small piece, just for a smell. Bones. Pippi's mother used mostly bones, smoked bones for her dishes.
Makes sense, you get the flavor.
Yes, you get the flavor.
So you're
but
short
now
on
we
meat,
can,
but you have the
we
flavor.
can put whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I see what she's doing. She's mincing it together.
She's mincing it together. We do not have to mince the...
So we don't have to mix it?
Yeah, we
oh
do
my
not
goodness,
have
you're making
to.
my life very easy.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Okay, Catherine, we got all that we need.
We
Let's
have?
go cook.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks.
So this week I'm bringing a recipe from Osijek in Croatia to Clondalkin in Dublin, and we're making
Sarma, balls of meat wrapped in cabbage leaves, but sour cabbage.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Jelka started by preparing the meat stuffing. Soften some onions for about 5 minutes on a low heat.
And Lily misses this dish so much,
Yeah,
I would imagine, because
why?
it's very specific.
It's very specific dish, but it's a simple dish.
Meanwhile, chop some smoked bacon into small pieces. Allow the onion to cool, and then add the bacon and the onion to a 50-50 mixture of beef and pork mince. Add uncooked white rice, chopped garlic, paprika and season with salt and pepper, then mix together with your hands. Once you're happy with the seasoning, add an egg and combine it with the meatball mixture. Prepare the sour cabbage leaves by cutting out the hard rib of the leaf and then slicing the larger leaves in half. Roll a meatball and then wrap it in the cabbage leaf and push the ends upwards towards the middle. Roughly chop the remaining cabbage and sprinkle at the bottom of a large tall saucepan. Then place the rolls upright on a bed of cabbage. Fill the gaps with larger pieces of smoked pork ribs and bacon. Sprinkle some more chopped sour cabbage on top, 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, and then cover with water. Bring to the boil and then simmer for 2 hours. Then make a roux using oil instead of butter, 2 parts oil to 1 part flour. Cook the flour in the oil until it slightly browns. Add another pinch of smoked paprika.
That's a pinch. That's a pinch. Yeah. Okay,
I know I'm
saw
Croatian
that.
now.
Yeah.
Add the roux to the top of the sarma. Cover and allow to simmer for a further 10 minutes.
So
And we
1
can
month and
serve
2
it.
hours later we have it.
Yes.
But it's an easy recipe.
It's an easy recipe. Yeah. It's very quick.
Sarma. Sour cabbage rolls stuffed with spiced beef and pork meatballs, slow cooked in a stew of smoked ribs and bacon. I really can't wait to taste.
I hope it's tasteful.
That is delicious, isn't it?
so
it's
nice.
not too salty
No.
or too sour.
No, it's definitely not sour. In fact, it's sweet. It
Yeah.
tastes a little sweet. So,
It's
Pippi,
always your fault.
have you a message for your sister, Lily?
Marina.
Željkina kuhinja Sarma i tvoja knjiga gdje je najjače stvari koje imamo u obitelji. Nadam se da je kuharica dobro naučila da će ti ovo dobro spremiti. Bog.
Did he just say, please forgive her if she makes a mess of it when she's away?
No,
No?
no, he said he hopes you will make it just fine.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Is that okay to say? Because somebody said to me that means something different here.
Yeah.
So sláinte, what does it mean here?
A small elephant. Baby elephant. Yeah.
That was such a delicious meal and so interesting to learn how to make it. It is going to be a little bit challenging trying to recreate that in Dublin, but I'm looking forward to taking a taste of Croatia back to Lily and our family in Ireland.
With a beautiful sunset over the River Drava, it's time for me to return to Clondalkin in Dublin to meet the people who made this special trip possible, Lily and Dalibor.
Lovely to see you.
Oh my God.
Dalibor, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. So I'm just back from your beautiful town of Osijek.
What do you think about my country?
I love it.
My Osijek?
No, but the hospitality was outstanding.
I was
Jelka
born
and
in
Pippi
Osijek.
looked
Oh,
after
my
me
brother and my
so
sister.
well.
My
We tried
sister?
some Croatian Slavonian food and some drinks and wine, probably, yeah?
They tried to fatten me up
Really?
and get me drunk.
Really?
They did. They did.
Believe
They
me.
represented your country very well.
Believe me, they do that to everybody. Whoever arrives, they have that treatment, believe me.
The
Yeah.
hospitality
Yeah, that's
is
amazing.
second to none. It's all about family and friends and entertaining, and the food is just so unusual and so tasty.
But tell me, please, are you learned how made Sarma?
I did.
Not simple.
It is not at all simple.
not simple, huh?
And I learned how to make it, and I hope I do it justice.
I think you will succeed.
Do you think so?
You will succeed,
Okay,
definitely.
right. I better go to your house and start warming up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back at their house, they had some family pictures to share with me, with some very familiar faces.
How come I'm in your photo frame? Like, seriously? Oh, that's too funny.
My Jelka and you.
At the market. Well, today I have a special sarma for you.
Yes.
I hope. Don't judge me alongside Jelka now, please.
Don't worry. Every Sarma is good Sarma. The story, the story,
No, I'm listening to you.
no.
Yeah, he said every sarma is a
Every
good
sarma is
sarma.
good sarma.
He said it. No, it's not a mistake.
every Sarma is good Sarma.
I will tell you after.
Bye. Very good.
With the guests about to arrive, there's just time to complete the finishing touches before we can find out if my version of sarma will taste like home for Lily and Dalibor. For Lily, it's extra special because Jelka taught me the recipe in her family home, which is the setting for her Croatian novel.
Now, all the way from Osijek.
Thank you.
I hope I've done the sarma justice.
Thank you.
Try it, I'll be back for...
Very good.
Does it?
Ah,
I passed the first test.
Like my Jelka
I hope
smell.
there's enough paprika in it.
Yeah, it should be.
Paprika is important.
I know that now. Enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, smell very good.
Ray, will you have some?
Ray?
Potatoes?
Yes. Right, there you are.
Same. Exactly same, Sarma. Cabbage is cooking very good.
Yeah, it really is.
But meat is tasty.
Cabbage
Well
is
done.
soft.
Oh my God.
It's lovely, and the meat was so tender.
Tender, yeah.
Goes with
Great.
cabbage.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
You think it's okay?
Oh,
You're happy with it?
handmade, but same, original, same, not similar. Same. But I have a problem. I have a small dress.
Inspired by the wonderful ingredients in the market in Osijek, I wanted to create a real sweet treat, so I'm making a hazelnut meringue topped with cream, berry coulis and fresh berries. Beat egg whites until firm, then gradually add caster sugar until the mixture forms stiff peaks. Mix in cream of tartar, vanilla and chopped toasted hazelnuts, reserving some of the nuts for later. Gently place the mixture into a lined cake tin and top with the reserved nuts. Bake for about 2 hours or until set, leaving in the oven with the door slightly open to cool. On top of our meringue, we're going to have a layer of cream rippled with the fruit coulis. Mix cream, mascarpone, icing sugar, lemon juice and lemon zest until firm. Then make the coulis by crushing strawberries and raspberries with sugar on a low heat until it forms a rich sauce. Strain the berry mixture and reheat, adding lemon zest and arrowroot mixed with cold water, which will thicken the coulis and make it a little glossy. Once the coulis has cooled, swirl it through the cream mixture. Decorate the meringue with a layer of coulis rippled cream, fresh berries and edible flowers. Then finish with a dusting of icing sugar. And that's it, my delicious hazelnut meringue, lightly crispy on the outside and pillow soft on the inside, topped with cream, berry coulis and fresh berries, inspired by the flavours of Croatia.
Oh my God, how looking nice. After Sarma.
Yes, very nice.
Yes. Sauce is amazing. Sauce. Amazing strawberry sauce.
So, Sarma, and Lily said this evening that it's as good as the one Jelka makes. Now, I can tell you, that's a true compliment. I'll take that.
Join us next week on Taste Like Home, when we're taking an amazing trip and bringing a delicious recipe from scenic Donegal to New England.
This is the hard part. People dread making pastry.
Oh, I hate it. Yes.
I know you're telling me.
I shouldn't have told you that, should I? Take two.
Hi Sarah, I'm wearing your cardigan and there's nothing you can do about it. Hope to see you soon.
Londis, proud sponsors of Taste Like Home.